What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kendall, and for those of you that don't know, I am a teacher. I actually teach high school band and chorus, and every time I'm at the skate park and sometimes even on the channel, I get a lot of comments and questions about what it's actually like to teach and skate and be a combination of those two things. About 3 months ago, someone reached out to me and interviewed me, asked me a bunch of questions about what it's actually like being a teacher and skating at the same time. His name is Brian. He has a YouTube channel as well. He also has a skateboard blog. I'll have links to Brian's YouTube channel and the blog so you can go read it by yourself, but we're actually gonna answer a couple of those questions right now. So the very first question from the interview was, being a skater and a teacher, have you ever had a weird or funny encounter with students or their parents when skating? I've actually had a few. There's this one family that skates that I have ran into a couple of times here at the park, but the most common one is that there are these two kids at the skate park that show up regularly, and I see them almost every time I go to the park. They're here all the time, and they are my students. It's a weird situation because, like, as a teacher, we're not supposed to be like hanging out with students outside of school and things like that, but obviously I don't try to like ignore them or anything. Like, I say hey, I say what's up, I ask how their day's going, and then I just, like, you know, put my headphones on and kind of do my own thing. I'm not trying to get in trouble or anything like that. So it was awkward at first, but I think they're used to it, I'm used to it now, so it's just kind of like whatever. They know that I come, I know that they come, so it's no big deal. The second interview question asks, what do other teachers say when you show up to work beaten up from a skate session the day before? Fortunately, I don't get hurt that often. The most common things are like shinners, where my board hits my shin and I'm bleeding a little bit, but I wear a shirt and tie every day to school, so if I do get a bruise or a cut or I scuff myself up somewhere, no one really sees it. The only injuries they're gonna see is if I like roll my ankle or something and I might be limping or wearing an ankle brace. But again, I dress business casual with a shirt, tie, and pants, so really no one ever sees my injuries, so it's not that big of a deal. The next question asks, have you ever had skateboarding conversations with students that skate? Yes. As I mentioned before, there are a couple of guys, actually a couple girls too, that show up to the skate park, and I do have conversations with them about it. They ask me the kind of boards I skate. I've talked to them about skating, how long they've been skating, things like that, and how they got into it. We just have, you know, just general conversations about skateboarding and things like that. The most common ones, like when they first found out that I was a skateboarder, is like, how long have I been skating? Are you any good at skating? But yeah, just general things like that. The next one asks, has your teaching position helped you with presenting content? Definitely. I definitely think being a teacher has helped me with being comfortable in front of a camera quicker than most people. During school, during university, when I was at school learning, you know, how to be a teacher, we would have to record ourselves teaching regularly and reflect on it. So I'm really used to hearing my voice, and I'm really used to going back and reviewing footage and things like that. Because one of the biggest things people say when they record themselves, speaking, singing, anything like that, is that they hate hearing themselves talk. And I've been getting used to that for several years now, so it's not a big deal. So I definitely think teaching has helped me with this whole process of having a YouTube channel. And the last question, which to me is the most significant out of the bunch, as someone under the magnifying glass, do you hold back on content? And I think what he means by being under the magnifying glass, as a teacher, you're like always being looked at, right? Teachers can't always do things that normal people do because you have to uphold this image as a teacher. And if you're a teacher watching this, I'm sure you can relate, or maybe not, I don't know, but like, I feel uncomfortable going to a bar and drinking, even though there's nothing wrong with that. Even though I'm of age, it's perfectly normal to go out and have a drink, but I still feel weird because there is a chance that I'm gonna run into like my students' parents there, and there's just this, again, this image that teachers have to be a teacher and to be respected as a teacher. And deciding to make this YouTube channel, I was really afraid of the fact that they would see this, they would see me skating, they'd see the way I dress, they would see the way I act, and think less of me as a teacher. So I really tried to present myself still in this light of, like, I'm a good person, right? But this is me. It's just, I'm a skater. But skateboarding as a whole has this really negative, stick it to the man type mentality. But part of the reason I made this channel is to present skateboarding, hopefully, I'm attempting to do this, in a more positive light. There are definitely things I don't do. Like, if you haven't noticed, I don't do a lot of street skating on this channel because I'm not trying to get tickets. I'm not trying to get in trouble with police and cops and things like that, because again, I am a teacher. I need to uphold this image of like trustworthiness. So I don't do a lot of street skating. Another reason I don't do a lot of street skating is simply because I don't want to be skating somewhere and again run into like my students or their parents somewhere and then like see me vandalizing this property and things like that. So I wouldn't say I hold back too much, but there are definitely things I have to think about before I go and do them, if that makes sense. But for the most part, this is me, this is how I act, this is who I am. I am a skater that also teaches band and chorus. So this is what they got. And so far, my administration, the people that hired me, they haven't said anything. Some of them have actually made comments that they have seen a couple of my videos and they think they're really cute and they think they're kind of cool. So for now, I'm gonna keep doing it. Who knows how this is gonna affect my next job whenever I do move schools eventually, whenever that is in the future. Who knows if people hiring me will see this and not wanna hire me because of it. But at this point, you know, I'm just gonna live my life, and if they don't hire me because I'm a skater or because they see this YouTube channel and they think I'm unprofessional, that's on them, not my problem anymore. So I'm just gonna keep making videos, keep skating, because that's my passion, that's what I love to do, and we'll just take it from there. So if you haven't noticed, the park is absolutely soaked right now. I really took a gamble to come here this morning. It was raining all day yesterday, and it was supposed to stop around 10 p.m. I guess it did not, and the sun isn't out. But usually this skate park dries really quickly, so I figured I'd take the gamble and come here anyway. But unfortunately, it is super cloudy, super overcast. I can't even see the sun right now, so there's no way this place is gonna dry until like this afternoon. So here's some skate clips from the other day. So what are your thoughts about this image that teachers have to uphold, right? For me, I think it's pretty ridiculous, but you know, I'm a teacher. I've just got to work with it. That's the way society is right now. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. But as long as I get to do what I like to do, which is make YouTube videos and skate, I'm happy. Not a big deal for me. So thank you, Brian, for reaching out and interviewing me. He's all the way from Germany, which is crazy that somebody all the way over there saw my video and wanted to interview me about this stuff. So I will leave Brian's YouTube channel and his skateboarding blog linked down below. You can go check out the full interview and all his other articles that he's written. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.